enough to have had a few games sent to me to review. For the moment, I am reviewing a game I was sent one week, and then the alternate week reviewing a game I picked out. I will probably run out of games that have been sent to me, so I won't be doing this for the whole year, but it's what I'm doing for now so I can get to reading and enjoying all of these games that these lovely people have sent me. If you have a game that you would like to send me, please do. Even if I can't review it straight away, as I've got a few to review, I absolutely plan to review every game sent to me. Today I'm reviewing one of the games that was sent to me. I want to say a big thank you to the creator who reached out and sent me a copy of their game to review. Today's game is about friendship on the battlefield. Similar to my copy of One Shot in the Dark, I decided to get mine printed and covered. I just find it a lot easier to read physical copies. You could probably create a drinking game out of the number of times I say I prefer physical copies when it comes to tabletop role-playing games. This game gets its name from the song Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits. I'll include a link to the song in the description below. It is recommended that to play this game, you give the song a listen. The song is about the soldiers that died during the Falklands War. This war is very controversial due to the loss of lives for what was considered by many insignificant territory. The song is about the many pointless losses in war. The game adopts this theme from the song. There isn't actually a defined conflict or war that this game is set in. Players could choose a historic conflict or make up a fantastical one if they want. The only thing that's really prescribed is that the story takes place on a front line somewhere with the two characters ducking behind some kind of fortification, be it something solidly built or something slapped together. This isn't a game about the heroism or the glory of war. Rather, it is about the loss experienced by the individuals fighting, who rarely get to make any decisions about what happens to their fellow soldiers. I think this is a really touching theme for the game to be based around. It certainly is one that makes you think. This game is played by two players using a coin and a modified version of script change, which originally was a safety tool. The tool is included in this PDF of the game on a large printout. It looks a lot like the buttons that you would see on a TV remote control. Throughout the game, you can pause time in-game to discuss what is going on in the scene, maybe hash out some details, or reflect on what is going on in the roleplay experience. There's also a stop button. This functions a lot like the X card in a lot of other safety mechanics, in that it is designed to halt completely the direction that the game is going so that it can be revised. This could be because a player feels uncomfortable with what is currently happening, or it could be that this is not the gameplay experience that either player was envisioning. You also can rewind to go back in events, perhaps in a flashback. There's also a fast forward button, which can take you through the more mundane stuff and it can allow some events to happen off camera if you prefer. I think using a safety mechanism as a gameplay mechanism is a really interesting idea and actually incorporates the safety mechanism more organically into the gameplay experience. I know some people feel a bit awkward about using safety tools in games, so I think making one front and center is a great way to exemplify and feature it. The coin is used to determine which character speaks first. The winner of the coin toss gets to go first, the loser the second. This order determines what questions each character gets to answer in the game. The story of these two characters is created through questions that are asked at each stage of the game. This game is broken into 6 acts. In the first act, the characters discuss their first meetings and impressions of each other. The second is about their first significant battle together, where it all went wrong. The third act is about items from home and what they mean to the characters. The fourth act, the environmental challenges the characters have faced while at war together. And the fifth about a time that the two friends come across someone from the opposing side. The final and sixth act is the tragic conclusion. The winner of the coin toss realizes that their friend is dying, and the loser of the coin toss shares their last words. Brothers in Arms is a very compact game at about 8 pages. Everything is really well set out and clear, easy to follow directions. The only artwork for this game is the front illustration. Brothers in Arms is a game about tragic loss. There's a lot of complex emotions in this game: nostalgia, homesickness, fear, affection, and loss. This is a game about remembrance of the cost of war. The mechanics of this game are straightforward and easy to grasp, and there aren't any rules for combat and very few for roleplay. The coin toss determines which questions each player gets to answer. These questions allow the players to tell different parts of this story. As a single-session game about the individuals who fight in war, the simple mechanics are a good choice. It highlights the emotional center of this game. This is a game that's designed to make you think and feel. A copy of this game is $5.99 USD, and actually purchasing a copy also allows them to give away a free community copy to someone. I think this is a lovely initiative and well worth supporting. Brothers in Arms, I think, is a game that's going to sound a little unusual to some. The themes aren't ones you'd find ordinarily in a tabletop role-playing game. However, if you have a friend who is open to a little bit of emotional vulnerability, and you're both, I think, emotionally mature enough to tackle this game, this is a really unique role-playing experience. This game does require a fair amount of trust to play, so I think it's wise that it is a 2-player game. Generally, I feel this leads to a more intimate style of gameplay. I really enjoyed getting to talk about this game today. I really love it when people draw to my attention tabletop role-playing games that have unusual themes. If you know of any, please let me know in a comment down below. If you happen to enjoy today's episode, I encourage you to like, subscribe, maybe share with a friend. It just encourages me to keep going. I hope you're all well, and I'll see you next time at the gaming table. Bye!